You are welcome to LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. We all saw the government work closely with the likes of Michael Avenatti among other equally phony individuals like Lisa Van Allen, who were perfectly faking innocence until they eventually got smoked out. If we insist on speaking fair, we will say the government successfully formed a criminal enterprise comprised of serial criminals and liars to destroy R. Kelly's reputation, legacy and 30-year career. Unfortunately, the government does not RICO itself like it does its citizens, but they would all be in prison for racketeering. The saddest part of this claim is that they actually almost succeeded hadn't it been for the arrival of senior defense and appellate attorney Jennifer Bonjean to shake the tables. If we were to audit all these individuals that came across as innocent and holy angels only victimized by R. Kelly as alleged, we would find that almost each one of them, if not all of them, have a record of either aggravated thuggery, or at least a simple con game they have been involved in aimed at gaining wealth they haven't really worked for. The serial nature of Michael Avenatti's criminal tendencies, however, makes us take a breath and wonder what he was even doing on the R. Kelly case team, and why the media embraced him with completely no regard of what his criminal history may have looked like. The man who strongly spoke against R. Kelly and lied on him, claiming he had secured tapes with evidence that would prove Kelly was guilty, did not last long on the shelf himself.
Earlier this month, we uncovered and recovered a videotape of over 40 minutes in length. We promptly brought it to the attention of Ms. Fox and others in her office.
It wasn't long before he was caught up with the Nike case, whose allegations he denied relentlessly and found guilty, receiving a 2.5-year sentence. And later on, when he had learnt his lesson, confessed to several other charges of fraud committed against his own clients, pleading guilty for a lesser sentence. Gail King, who is always rushed for anything that attempted to degrade R. Kelly, could not resist Avenatti's sentiments about R. Kelly, and without making a background check, she was quick to invite him to CBS Studios for yet another one of her popular anti-Kelly sit-downs. And there again she made herself look stupid, teaming up with a serial fraudster, and making herself a part of the racket that targeted R. Kelly for his money. Perhaps Avenatti had expected R. Kelly to buy him out, which he would never do. Or maybe, just like he did Stormy Daniels' restitutions from the Donald Trump case, he expected to also siphon the $380,000 restitution Judge Ann Donnelly couldn't wait to subject R. Kelly to. And poor Gail King got herself in the mix because of her hunger to feature on the case against R. Kelly, which has of late made her even more followers online. Take a look.
In retrospect, many of these parents were too trusting.
Michael Avenatti is representing the Clarys. He claims R. Kelly used his celebrity status to manipulate the families and the women.
Meanwhile, if you notice, the interview she did with the criminal himself in a sit-down at CBS no longer featured online, and that is because it was deliberately deleted by none other than Gail King herself, who now claims she wants nothing to do with the convicted felon Michael Avenatti. If she thinks by deleting the videos the world will forget about her associations with the serial criminal, she is only deceiving herself. Gets us to think, could there be more such videos she had deleted from YouTube before to hide her own tracks? With the Gail King of these days, who puts her fame before anyone's justice, the possibility of this cannot be ruled out. A group of disinterested Fox News journalists could not help but laugh at not just Gail King, but all media personnel who act like criminal detectives but were unable to detect this self-proclaimed defender of so-called victims was just another lowlife. Fox News actually believes had this guy run for president like he was threatening to, he probably would have had not just Gail King's vote but the entire CBS crew. Take a look.
I don't like to kick a guy when he's down, but this is a truly loathsome creature. Former media darling Michael Avenatti heading to prison. The disgraced lawyer will spend 2.5 years behind bars for trying to extort Nike for $25 million. He was apparently weeping in the courtroom today, and his legal troubles far from over. Avenatti faces 2 more trials on the West Coast.
It's sad to note that this is the kind of confusion R. Kelly had to deal with. Defending oneself against goons of this nature, not mentioning the accusers themselves who were found to be perpetual liars under oath, and the government prosecutors who committed multiple crimes in their effort to take down R. Kelly. This is why it becomes very important that the Bureau of Prisons officers' conduct be looked into, and that a proper report published to help the world know what really happened. And if they find that the crime against R. Kelly's rights was committed, action needs to be taken to ensure these officers are punished according to the U.S. inmate protection laws. It's therefore important that as supporters of R. Kelly, we write to the authorities concerned, and that is the Department of Justice, and perhaps also call our governors to demand that this investigation be done effectively, and that it be done with utmost urgency. According to Jane, I thought Kim Foxx stated that she brought charges against R. Kelly from watching a TV show, which was just another fictional documentary like many we have watched. But now I think it was Avenatti that pushed Kim Foxx to place charges, like he puts it in one of his long speeches. What a shame for the people who believe in criminals to take down successful artists. So bad for the like of Gail King, who have compromised their reputations teaming up with such a low-life thief. According to Michelle McGee, there was nothing fair about R. Kelly's trial. Shame on Michael Avenatti and those who chose to believe him over R. Kelly's defense. I hope they now know who they were dealing with, and how much he could have misled all of them into thinking R. Kelly is a criminal for his own gains. If his rhetoric hadn't destroyed someone's 30-year career, it would be laughable. It's rather disappointing to see how much appetite Gail King had for an interview with anyone that was ready to speak against the R&B king, that she would end up on the same table with a serial criminal like Avenatti in detriment of her own reputation. And if I were her, I would have already taken down even the video interviews with the accusers, who have since changed their statements more than twice in proof at one point they did decide to lie on R. Kelly. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sasha@lfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.